Pizza, a seemingly simple dish, has won the hearts and stomachs of billions of people around the world. Although it originated in Italy, pizza is no longer exclusive to any one country. In the United States alone, over 3 billion pizzas are consumed every year. That's about 350 slices every second. Americans spend more than $46 billion annually just to enjoy this beloved dish. So, what makes pizza a global phenomenon? And how is it made inside some of the world's most famous pizza chains? In this video, let's find out together. Let's go. Pizza traces its roots back to Naples, Italy, in the late 17th century. It began as a humble street food made from hand-kneaded dough topped with simple ingredients and baked in wood-fired ovens. This first version was called Neapolitan pizza, and it was the food of the poor. Fast forward to the 20th century, and Domino's Pizza revolutionized the way people eat at home. Founded in 1960 by brothers Tom and James Monahan in a small town in Michigan, Domino's has grown into a global giant with over 15,000 locations in more than 85 countries. But pizza is more than just a round piece of bread. It's a living organism sensitive to temperature, humidity, and time, far more complex than it appears. So how are millions of pizzas produced every day with consistent quality to serve customers around the globe? The answer lies in modern pizza factories where every step from raw ingredients to a finished oven-ready product is controlled by cutting-edge technology, precision machines, and strict hygiene standards. Let's take a behind-the-scenes look at how a pizza is born in these industrial kitchens. In industrial food production, hygiene and safety are top priorities, and pizza is no exception. The journey begins with flour, the soul of every great pizza. Only the highest quality flour is selected. It's poured into massive industrial mixers where it's combined with water, yeast, and a few secret ingredients. The ratios are measured down to the gram. Inside these state-of-the-art mixers, the ingredients are blended into a smooth, elastic dough, ready for the next stage of its transformation. Once the dough has been kneaded to perfection, it travels along a modern conveyor system. To prevent it from sticking, the belts are lightly dusted with dry flour, creating a soft layer that helps the dough glide smoothly. Large chunks of dough pass through a series of rollers that gently flatten and stretch it into wide, thin sheets. These rollers, also coated with flour, move in rhythm to avoid tearing or sticking. Under their motion, the dough stretches like smooth, flowing fabric. But that's just the beginning. The sheets continue on to precision cutters that trim the edges to exact specifications, ensuring every sheet has the same thickness and size. The result, perfect pizza bases ready to be turned into your favorite pie. At this stage, it's time to remove the dry flour that was earlier added to prevent sticking. The pizza bases pass through a special rotating roller equipped with soft brushes. These brushes gently sweep away any excess flour, leaving the surface of each base clean and smooth, while still keeping just enough flour to maintain the right level of dryness. Next, the dough meets a spiked rotating drum, a small but critical step. This drum creates tiny holes across the surface of the base. These holes allow steam to escape during baking, preventing unwanted bubbles and helping the crust bake evenly with a perfect, crispy texture. Still gliding gently along the conveyor, the long sheets of dough now enter the shaping stage. Here they meet a roller fitted with sharp circular molds. In one smooth motion, the molds cut the dough into uniform, perfectly round bases, the classic pizza shape we all know and love. But what happens to the leftover dough from the edges? It's not wasted. An automated recycling system collects the scraps and sends them back into the mixing process. This smart loop helps reduce waste, cut costs, and minimize environmental impact. That said, while this sheet cutting method is efficient for mass production, it does have one downside: it generates a large amount of scrap dough. And recycling dough isn't simple. It must retain its freshness and original physical and chemical properties to avoid compromising the final product's quality. That requires tight technical control. To eliminate dough waste altogether, some factories use a more advanced method, pre-portioned dough balls. Instead of creating long sheets, the dough is divided into small, precisely weighed balls. Each ball is then shaped into a round disc using specialized rollers. Under exact pressure, the dough flattens into a base with a consistent thickness and perfect shape, all without producing any excess. The biggest advantage of this method: zero waste and maximum ingredient efficiency. However, because each base is processed individually, the production speed is slower than the sheet cutting method, making it better suited for medium-scale or premium product lines. Once the bases are shaped, it's time for baking. They are sent into high-tech industrial ovens where the temperature is kept at around 430, ideal for forming a golden, crispy crust while keeping the inside soft and chewy. In just 5 minutes, the pale dough transforms into a warm, golden brown base rich with aroma and texture. The baking process is fully automated, monitored by advanced computer systems to ensure that every base comes out evenly baked, visually perfect, and ready for the next step in its delicious journey. Before any toppings are added, every pizza base goes through a strict quality check. Skilled inspectors with sharp eyes and years of experience carefully examine each one. The crust must have a flawless golden brown color, and the size must be precise to the centimeter. This step ensures that only perfect bases move on to the next stage. Now we shift focus to another star ingredient in pizza, making the tomato sauce. This flavorful journey begins with ripe, juicy tomatoes harvested directly from the farm. Giant trucks carry up to 24 tons of fresh tomatoes into the factory. The tomatoes are dumped into a large water channel where small stones and impurities sink and are filtered out easily. Next, the tomatoes are bathed in hot water to loosen the skins, making them easier to process. Then, on the conveyor belt, they are gently sprayed with high-pressure water, giving them a final clean. The tomatoes are chopped and pureed, ready to be transformed into rich sauce. In a large cooking vat, extra virgin olive oil, sautéed onions, and aromatic garlic are added and gently simmered to release flavor. This mixture is poured into the tomato puree, creating a rich blend of color and aroma. After simmering and constant stirring, the sauce thickens. Salt and oregano are added at the final stage to give it that classic Italian flavor. The result: a smooth, well-balanced tomato sauce, perfectly seasoned and ready to be spread on the pizza base. Back on the conveyor belt, the pizza bases now eagerly await their flavorful coat of tomato sauce. Here, advanced technology takes over. Specialized machines pre-programmed for accuracy apply just the right amount of sauce to each base, spreading it evenly across the surface. No edges missed. Each pizza is handled like a work of art in progress. This step is like a choreographed dance, smooth, rhythmic, and precise. The sauce is spread in perfect spirals, setting the stage for the toppings that are about to follow. Watching perfectly round pizzas slide down the conveyor, you may wonder, why are pizzas always round? Historically, pizza wasn't always round. It used to be folded like a sandwich for easy portability, especially when large pies were too bulky to carry. But the round shape eventually became the standard, and for good reason. It cooks more evenly in the oven. It's easier to slice and share. The circular motion while stretching the dough helps evenly distribute the ingredients and create a consistent thin crust. And visually, it just looks better. The round shape isn't just tradition, it's a smart design that enhances both cooking and eating experience. And now comes the true star of the show: cheese. Only high-quality blocks of cheese with the ideal balance of flavor, fat, and meltability are selected. These blocks go through strict quality checks to ensure consistency in texture, stretch, and taste. Then the cheese is shredded into fine, uniform strands using high-speed cutting machines. The even size helps it melt perfectly across the surface of the pizza and gives it that signature golden, gooey look once baked. This shredded cheese becomes the final layer ready to melt into a golden crown and wrap all the toppings in warm, delicious harmony. Now it's time for the pizza to dress up in its most vibrant outfit. A colorful array of fresh ingredients from savory meats to crisp vegetables is ready to shine on this culinary stage. Like graceful performers, robotic arms glide across the line, carefully placing each topping onto the sauce-covered base. Every piece is precisely measured, ensuring that each pizza achieves the ideal balance of flavor and appearance. Depending on the type of pizza, the robotic chefs select and arrange toppings accordingly. Spicy pepperoni for bold flavor lovers, smoky bacon for those who crave richness, or fresh mushrooms for a lighter, earthy bite. Together, these ingredients form a harmonious flavor composition. Finely shredded cheese falls like delicate snow over the pizza. Spread evenly, this cheese will melt in the oven into a rich, golden layer, aromatic, stretchy, and impossible to resist. To keep the pizza fresh and ready for long-distance transport, it goes through a quick freezing process using blast chillers or deep freezing tunnels. This drops the temperature rapidly to freezing levels, locking in moisture, texture, and flavor. Once frozen, the pizzas enter modern cold storage systems. But before they're shipped to stores or customers, they must pass one final quality inspection, checking appearance, taste, and food safety to meet the highest standards. This step ensures that the frozen pizza will deliver the same delicious experience as it did fresh off the line. Frozen pizzas are then transported to the automated packaging zone, where sensor-controlled systems ensure smooth, non-stop operation. Each pizza is automatically placed into wrapping machines equipped with rollers, heat sealers, and cutters. A layer of plastic film or shrink wrap is tightly sealed around each one, protecting it from air moisture and outside contamination. For cardboard box packaging, automated box assembly machines fold flat sheets into sturdy boxes with perfect accuracy. These are then sealed shut using tape or hot glue, ensuring the pizza stays safe and secure throughout transportation and storage. Are you someone who loves the convenience of frozen pizza ready in minutes with just a microwave or oven? Or do you savor the artisanal experience where every bite reflects the care, emotion, and creativity of a master chef? Each style has its own value. Frozen pizza fits a fast-paced lifestyle, quick, easy, and satisfying. Handmade pizza is a flavor journey with carefully chosen ingredients and personal touches in every slice. There's no wrong choice, just different ways to enjoy one of the world's most beloved foods. So, which pizza world do you belong to? Let us know your thoughts and preferences in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes journey into the pizza-making process, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming food factory adventures.